बीबीसी ऑफिसेज में 60 घंटे से ज्यादा के सर्वे के बाद आयकर विभाग के अधिकारी कल शाम बीबीसी के परिसर से बाहर गए। आयकर विभाग के अधिकारियों ने पिछले 6 साल के सभी वित्तीय रिकॉर्ड्स की एक सूची बनाई है। साथ ही कुछ कर्मचारियों के बयान भी दर्ज किए हैं। इसके अलावा अधिकारियों ने सर्वेक्षण कार्यवाही के अंतर्गत कुछ दस्तावेजों को भी जब्त किया है। अधिकारियों के परिसर से जाने के बाद बीबीसी ने एक बयान जारी किया, जिसमें उसने कहा कि वो अधिकारियों के साथ सहयोग करना जारी रखेगा। बीबीसी ने कहा कि हमें उम्मीद है कि मामला जल्द ही सुलझ जाएगा।
A team of income tax officials are leaving the premises of the BBC Delhi bureau currently at around 10:20 after 60 long hours of what they have been calling a survey of the BBC India premises in Mumbai and in Delhi. So this is the latest coming from the Delhi bureau of the BBC here at the KG Marg in the national capital. The income tax officials are leaving the BBC office after 60 hours of what they have been calling a survey from 14th of February, since they have started this investigation for what they have been alleging that the BBC was involved in wrongdoing such as diversion of profit and not complying with the notices served by the income tax officials for their businesses in the country. It remains to be seen what will be the official statement from the income tax department, because in all likelihood they will issue a detailed statement on this whole what they have been calling survey. The BBC as well on the 14th of Feb came out with 2 statements, and they are also likely to issue another statement in due course of time.
और आयकर विभाग की इस कार्रवाई पर कांग्रेस सांसद मनीष तिवारी से हमारी सहयोगी साम्या ने कुछ बातचीत की। आप भी देखिए इंटरव्यू।
Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Mirror Now. I'm Samia Kapoor and I'm in conversation with former Union Minister and also a 2-time parliamentarian from the Lok Sabha, Mr. Manish Tewari, here with me. So thank you so much for talking to Mirror Now and taking out time for us.
My pleasure.
Because you are a former INB Minister, Information Broadcast Minister, so my first question to you will be about the IT surveys and not raids or searches that are being carried out at the offices of the BBC, both in the national capital and in Mumbai. Now, at the very outset, what has been your first reaction to it? Or do you think this is in reaction to the controversial BBC documentary? Because they are definitely maintaining it's a case of a suspected tax evasion, and maybe they're going to come up with a case that they can make out of compliance, non-compliance on the BBC's part.
Well, for the lack of a better word, it is downright silly, if not imbecile, to put it mildly. And the reason I say that is because India is going to host the G20 later this year. And as an emerging great power, when you survey / raid / investigate a public broadcaster of another country, ostensibly after a 2-part documentary that they ran, it does not require much rocket science for anybody to put together that obviously the two are connected. And therefore it sends out a very, very negative signal and really portrays us as an insecure power rather than an emerging power if we are not able to take criticism in our stride. So therefore, under those circumstances, you can make out any case against anybody. Eventually that case has to stand in a court of law. Eventually those allegations that you make or whatever complaint that you file has to be evidenced, has to be proven, substantiated in a court of law. And so therefore, merely to say that there are certain allegations with regard to transfer pricing, which are also not there in the public domain as to what are the kind of allegations which are there, it does not really augur well for India's international image. Moreover, it has a chilling effect on the freedom of speech and expression. What is the message that you are giving to even Indian media houses? The message that you are giving is that criticism will be met by coercive law enforcement action. And is that the kind of democracy that we want to create in this country? is that the kind of image of India, which is the world's largest democracy, do we want to convey outside? And that's why I had said that the bright spark who dreamed this up is actually Prime Minister Narendra Modi's worst enemy.